The CSA attacked federal troops in Chicago. The CSA groups began to erect barricades and armed groups started patrolling in many major cities, repeatedly attacking the federal troops sent into the city. God damn it, Reed. You're making things worse. If it wasn't for the British, I would have at least 10 Razzies right now. Reed declares the workers' state, the rise of the CSA. The combined syndicates of America have seized the major cities and declared independence from the United States of America. The disaster has begun. Stand by the Republic. The rising has begun. We're not doing that one. Well, actually, no, this is when choices must be made. So if you wish to, for the final time, get your votes in, now is your chance. Gonna need to get some votes in. So the other guys, which is the CSA, got a grand total of Ampois, or 4% of the vote. So you are definitely not CSA, so we are going to stand by the Republic. Liberia gets a change in popularity of syndicalists minus 30%. No, that's us. We get a popularity of syndicalists minus 30. Cool. Get rid of the scum. So, progressive wing of the Democratic Party, the Social Liberals, has grown. That is the Democrats. Yeah, okay, cool. If you wish to make every man a king, vote AUS, 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 AUS. Even though I speak German and Turkish, I can't really understand how anybody could possibly roll the R as the Americans do to pronounce their R's. I would have to say that the American R is easier to say than the Dutch G. Geweldig. It's not exactly easy to say. The combined syndicates of America changes their diplomatic status with us. They declare war. Average popularity. The civilian support of the ruling party has reached average level, which has influenced our political power. But we may need to consult our opposition for some reforms. We can still govern well and efficiently. Part of the Navy defects. When the combined syndicates of America defected from the United States, part of the Navy went with them. Our fleet mutinies. California leaves the Union. The chaos and anarchy in the East is too much for the people of California. The governor has declared a state of emergency and has formally declared the independence of the California Republic. Oh no! Long declares the United States a dead nation. The rise of the AUS. The American Union State has declared independence from the United States. So at this point, I would have to choose. For sure. Oh, it's only 2 votes. 2 votes, and I could have got the Pacific States. Alright, one day I'll play as the Pacific States, but for now we are going with the AUS. Stand by the country, play as the AUS. Alright. Alright. So does this here mean that I'm going to have to do me a bit of a southern accent? It's going to be even more cringeworthy than what I was doing before. Oh, good grief. I can't keep doing that. No. This is what you asked for. I need Huey Long's accent. I think I would actually struggle more with Illinois or Michigan accent, even though I work with people from Michigan all the time. Their accent just sounds far more neutral to me. It doesn't have any of the, like the deeper twangs of like New England or the American South. Alright, so what are we doing here? That is a very good question. And for some reason, I've become Bob Ross. Because apparently, Bob Ross is in charge of the AUS. It's very strange. It's very, very strange. To Southerner, not Peter, Grandpa from Family Guy. But to do that, I'm going to have to get the old whistle. Speaking like this. Yes. It's rather difficult to do the whistle. No, I can't do the whistle. Sometimes I can do the whistle, but not right now. Right, so, focus tree. Let's have a look. Have I looked at the AUS focus tree? I must have. but I don't remember it at all. So we have the Second American Revolution, which is going to trigger very soon. Building up the military gives us a bunch of army experience, which allows us to reform the units. Although a lot of our forces are going to be National Guard, so we're going to be using militia. Although we will have a couple of infantry, which will be far stronger. We do have a couple of free civilian factories, so we can start stuff building. The infrastructure here in the south is not particularly great. I think we're just going to have to build some more industry, and it's going to have to be here in Georgia. Rushing populist economics is the best option. Yeah, possibly. Well, actually, let's have a proper look. So, we have the Patriotic American Army, which is going to have a distinctly English accent when I'm speaking about the Patriotic American Army, which is Patton's mobility plan versus Collins's combined arms plan. Division attack versus armor, max speed, and reliability. That's mobile warfare doctrine. That's superior firepower. Armor division. Oh, hang on. Division attack 10%. Armor division attack plus 15%. Wow. Okay. Artillery attack 15. Artillery defense 50. This is the USA though. Like, they have mountains of industry. Building the navy, which is kind of irrelevant in the early game. Although I think the AOS actually has a fairly decent navy. Or no, they're mostly submarines. I'll double check that. Patriotic American Air Force. Okay. Economics of war. You were saying the populist economics, which is that side. That gives us building slots and military factories in Georgia and South Carolina. And production efficiency or corporate economics, which is civilian factories versus military. I wonder if this is more long-term, though. Might of agriculture, supply consumption, consumer goods reduction, resource gain efficiency, patriotic workers, which give civilian factories. Military build-up has no effect. Nationalistic propaganda is political power, although we don't have any political power problems at the moment. Resources of America, supply consumption, more military factories, and then production efficiency cap. Okay, and then corporate economics. Production efficiency cap and military factory construction speed. That's just cap 10%. That's cap 10% and also construction speed. This side has supply consumption reduction, civilian factory construction speed 10%, resource gain efficiency 10%. There are the military factories, so you'll have to wait a little bit longer to get the factories. Infrastructure, Mississippi, Alabama, and Georgia. Mississippi, Alabama, and Georgia. And then American resource firms, production efficiency cap increased even further, as does the efficiency gain. Some more military factories, and then civilian factory construction speed plus 15%, and factory output 20%. That's pretty huge. I'm leaning towards corporate economics here. I mean, yes, early on, this will let you get more factories and things, but as long as I can hold the line, corporate economics all the way. Like, long term, this is really strong. Reconstruction policies we can't do until the Civil War is actually over. And then here, the new American Republic also has to be over. Do we, like, lose all national focuses or something? Or do we keep these? I would assume we keep these. Yeah. And then the long doctrine, which is again after. I think I am going to go down the corporate line. Corporate economics. Corporatist sellout. I didn't vote for this. You should have known better. The lobbyists are just too strong. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry, they paid me. Right, research. We did get all the research that we'd done previously, which is lovely. So we're going to start with tanks. We did not get the 37 techs, though. So we should probably start on those. So the USA is going to have a slight advantage, but not really a very big one. Then probably the radio for the reinforcement rate. I need to check the factory type. So we have infantry equipment, which is just standard. That's the only one we have. And then here's the important one. So we have good medium tanks. Not heavy tanks, but medium tanks. So soft attack, hard attack, and breakthrough. No armor. Or light tank production cost. Yeah. and hardness and max speed for motorized and mechanized, or production costs for artillery. I'm definitely leaning towards the American car and foundry for that. Cruiser manufacturer, armor and anti-air, those are good. 20% reduction for destroyer construction? Ooh, I don't usually consider that, but that is a big bonus. Could actually go heavy cruisers and destroyers. Lots and lots and lots of destroyers. Because usually the problem with the destroyers is they just die so quickly, but if you're just able to continue replacing them, you just overwhelm the enemy. Close air support of fighter manufacturers. Yeah. Industrial capacity. Electronics research time, industrial research time, radar. Refineries. So that allows us more synthetics, but I'm kind of hoping we'll have some oil supplies. So we'll probably go for the McWayne one. School of Maneuver. What are we? Paternal autocrats, right? Yeah, easy. So we can go School of Maneuver. In fact, there are two of you, but we just need the one. Here we have Armoured Spearhead, which is Patton. Tanks and armor variants, breakthrough and max speed. Which are always the same. Decisive is attack. Commando, guns and butter. Yeah, I think we're going to go Mobile Warfare Doctrine. Because we will eventually have the industry to support that. In the early days, though, not so sure. Oh, man. The state of this, not great. And then Tier 2, yeah, we'll just get some destroyers going. And we'll have you appearing in Mississippi. Hoping that we get some more territory. We could invade Canada. Please invade Canada. Just realised in this game we could form the alt-right's wet dream. Yeah, you pretty much could. So bad that company bonuses only apply to newly researched tech. Yes, that is very true, and it's annoying. I just want my tank army. I'll see what I can do. We currently have no army, so give me a minute. Okay, so we did expand a little bit. Which has given me a couple more factories and one additional military factory. I am going to buy in some steel. No, I'm not, because we can't buy it from anyone. Why can't we buy it from anyone? What? Oh. Okay, so everyone hates us. Hopefully this resets a bunch of things as we go on. North Carolina, Florida, Arkansas, and Louisiana have joined the American Union state. The state legislatures have voted to join the American Union state. They were welcomed with open arms, as they would help in the struggle for the stronger, more fiercely American America. Great. And our manpower has gone up accordingly. We still have no army, though. Come on. Give me an army. Here we go. Message from the Combined Syndicates of America. They've declared war. High party popularity. Lovely. So we're going to have lots and lots of political power. In fact, yeah, we really are. Although I have not selected national focus, but that's because we can't. United States declared war on the Pacific States. Industrial resources. The American Union state government has come into the possession of resources that were left behind that will help our government in the future. Oh, cool. The rise of the AUS military. The AUS quickly found enough troops eager to beat up the syndicalist menace concentrated in the CSA. Rise, my minions! Dealing with Reed and the CSA. Now that CSA is no longer part of the Union, it is necessary to destroy it so we could not curtail the rise of the American Union state. Reed and the CSA must be destroyed. Yeah, we're just going to declare war on everyone. Long has declared that the independence of the American Union state and begun arming his citizens. Death to the USA. Or we must ready ourselves first. No, death to the USA. Alright. And now we can go early mobilization. With that political power. And grab all of you boys. Put you into an army. I'm going to grab you guys and put you in a separate army. You are going to be led by Collins would probably be the best option for that, actually. Yes. Collins can lead that army. And then reinforce rate plus 2%. I don't think I've seen that one before either. So clearly Chenot or Patton. Offensive doctrine, charismatic division recovery rate. Oh wait, this isn't sorted by skill. Damn it. Hang on. You're being replaced by Hodges. Same skill, same trait, but better skill. No. And then Patton's leading the main war effort. Good to see Patton's join the good guys. Right, we're drawing a front line. Whoop. That's what we're guarding. And we are going to organise an assault against Washington to try and secure as much of this territory before the CSA does. Meanwhile, Hodges here is going to be on the very, very edge. Launching an attack along the coastline because that is the most valuable territory. Good. And honestly, you guys can just go. Okay, I think that's good. Let's drop your speed. Ships. Do we have ships? We have no ships. Not a problem. You guys, I actually want you up here pronto. So, rush. Because I'm really going to try and rush for it. And also, if I can grab Norfolk, that would be awesome. National focus has been bypassed. Awesome. Alrighty, so we can get building our military. Although we won't have the resources to do that, so irrelevant. Or the economics of war. The Civil War is upon us, and in order to have victory, we need not just the might of our army, but the might of our economy. So let us get to work to bring the victory for the true America. True America, sorry. Gotta say America correctly. Do I still not have a navy? Disappointing. CSA got a navy. Why didn't I get a navy? I actually got a fairly decent navy. Could have sworn the AOS is supposed to get one. Right, so you guys have arrived. Marvellous. Head off to Norfolk, would you? And then over to there. Pip and all that. Hey, Finsand. Patton, are you getting into position? Yes. Papist volunteers. It appears the Pope has blessed us with the men to fight in the CSA. Say what you will about the American Union State, but we still believe in the Lord. Oh, lordy. I did a national focus, didn't I? Could have sworn I pressed that. I apparently did not. My bad. Let's reduce you to there. So that you don't get confused and go elsewhere. St. Louis is being attacked. Okay. We'll read that one first. To uneducated foreigners, it might seem like the crisis in the United States happened out of nowhere. But the experts agree that this was a civil war years in the making. Ever since the collapse of the New York Stock Exchange in 1925, the economy of the United States has been in constant downturn. Now, the United States has devolved into a three-way civil war between the loyalists of the old government, the syndicalist combined syndicates of America, and the conservative and xenophobic American Union State. There have already been reports of arriving volunteers from Europe to fight for a faction of their liking. The Second American Civil War might just be the first of many battlefields between the great powers of the world in this tough time for humanity. St. Louis is being attacked. The city of St. Louis is still loyal to the old government of the United States. However, tensions are still brewing. With the population reportedly being split evenly between loyalists, syndicalists, and firsters, the city is only weakly defended by police forces, though nearby reserve forces could be mobilized. We're now getting reports that our enemies are mobilizing an expedition to take the city by force, while the US government is unsure how to react. This will place them in control of one of the most important railway hubs in North America. We are sending a counter-op expedition. The Second American Civil War. The declaration of war has plunged the country into war. The Second American Civil War has begun. There will be no retreat, no surrender, no quarter. The war has begun. Cuban volunteers have come to assist. Rise of the AUS military. The AUS quickly found enough troops eager to beat up the syndicalist menace concentrated in the CSA. Rise of the AUS Air Force. The AUS quickly built up an air force to control its skies. Ships that were loyal to the US have now joined the AUS. Alright, so I do have a navy. Marvellous! I'm going to have to mute this if he keeps twisting this southern accent. I'm so sorry, but I'm so not sorry. Please tell me how I can improve and I will try. I'm always willing to improve. Okay, so William Halsey Jr. is going to be good. And search and destroy. Do we have a fleet that can really take out... I mean, we had, what, 60 ships? How many big ships, though? 4 battleships. That's, yeah, and a lot of submarines. I think we're actually going to be rather more conservative with what our ships are doing. I will have a submarine commander. No, I won't have a submarine commander. I'll have you as a submarine commander. Actually, I could put you as the submarine commander. Except, oh, for Pete's sake. Naval air targeting from carriers. We have no carriers! Wait, John McCain. Is that McCain's father? Must be. Right, so we're going to say... Yeah, we'll just keep it like that, it's fine. You can go and convoy raid off the coast. Something like that. Meanwhile, the main navy... I think I'm just going to keep you in Virginia, to be quite honest. Or actually, where are you right now? You're down there. In... Charlotte? No. South Carolina, that would be Charleston. Yeah, that must be Charleston. Is that Charleston? That's North Carolina. That's South Carolina. Yeah, that's Charleston. So what's that? What naval base is in South Carolina? Alright, I'll stick to just the English now. English. I could do it in Scouse. I could totally do it in Scouse. Hey, we're from Liverpool now. Alright. Let's go with Scouse. Sure, why not? Right, so I'm going to grab my little rockers here and the Tuscaloosa division. It's really weird doing American division names in a Scouse accent. It doesn't really work, does it? Right, so you're going to go and attack up there. Then we've got the Courtney Hicks Hodges going up to Washington through Maryland. No, I'm not doing that either. Alright, English accent it is. Just standard estuary. These guys do need names, though. This is eventually going to be the tank division, so I'm going to call this one Trottling. Meanwhile, we have Patton's main army, which also needs a name. I know exactly who I should name this one after, actually. I know exactly who I should name this one after. Let me just write it in. This is USA. And it's going to be given to you. Because you were complimenting my excellent accent. We got Fiddler's Reach. There we are. Alright, cool. Onwards. Oh, and you need better colours too. No, don't be aggressive. Your colour is to be... I'm going to make you red. We're going to have the tanks because they're actually... no, tanks aren't really... You're going to be red. You're going to be purple. There we are. Feared, we've got this. Alright, you guys are on the move. I need to try and pin those guys down. So once you've arrived, go and pin them down. Don't let them out. In fact, I can probably get a cut-off here. Although it would not be a very effective cut-off. We'll see what we can do. Alright, you, let's just start punching forwards and see what land we can take. So by all means, please begin. Also, your unit is now going to be from here to here. Oh no, you stopped. You go and attack them. You three, go there. Off you go then! Oh no, they're attacking me. What now? Serbia crowns King Alexander II. Since the end of the Austrian occupation in the 1920s, Serbia has officially been a kingdom. Unassigned divisions. What? I think I've assigned them all now, haven't I? Oh, no, I haven't. The Papal Decree Division. You can go to Trotling because you're a regular infantry, which means you will have artillery. Meanwhile, you guys can go and join them. Lovely jubbly. You guys advancing? You are indeed. Ooh, to be able to seize Texas early would be magnificent. So actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop your line up to here. And then the units which are currently over here will go into a new army, which is going to be yellow. And this will be led by Reinforce Rate or Trickster? Trickster, because I don't really have the items to reinforce you with. And you are going to be there. And your job is simple. Texas. Take Texas off the US. And be aggressive about it. You also need a name. You can be... It hasn't been for a while. I'm going to rub it in a bit. Yeah, I am definitely rubbing this in a bit. This can be Igel. This can be the thing that Igel failed to do in the multiplayer game. There we go. Sorry, Igel. But it was kind of funny. May as well change Patton to a general of 24 troops, faster XP gain. True, but Patton's a level 5 commander already, so I don't really care about the XP gain for him. And we are punching north quickly this way, which is awesome. And your attack failed. Double awesome. Keep going that way. You grab those. And let's really cut off the USA here. So Fiddlers, yeah, you are you're pushing north. Not enough of you, but some of you are. Alright. Off you go. Canada seizes New England. In response to the CSA expansion, the Canadian government has seized New England. Foreign troops have marched into America, but the American Union state has no real ability to deal with them. I'm not declaring war on Canada. I'll deal with them later. That's one too many enemies. Like, I have other issues to deal with right now. Come on, people. Let's go ninja Washington. It'd be hilarious if you got there first. Though that's a lot of Americans guarding Washington right now. $95. 98. Oh, what's this? 7 volunteers from the Italians. Yes. Pacific States wants to sign a non-aggression. No. I'll get to you. Eventually. You guys just need to get a move on. Oh man, you are guarding that with terrible, terrible people. We will punish you for it. You can go assist him. And you guys can go there too.